Good morning, Jrock here with moneyphone.cash, and I am a member of iMarkets Live and Team UOP, Unit of Prosperity. Here we are looking at a currency pair, GB US dollar, and this is the monthly view. I want to show you how to make stop entries or limit entries when you are trying to place an order. And here we see that the British pound has, over the last 20 years, come way down to a low, and it seems to have turned a corner and is pushing back up. So if I expand the view, I see how it trended down, didn't really take hold on this 5 moving average, and then it trended down further. It tried to pick up, but it hit the resistance of the 20 moving average, or the midpoint of this Bollinger Band. It trended down further, and then finally it looks to have turned a corner because it's hopped back on top of the 5MA, and it is holding, looking to push up. First level of resistance is going to be right there, right here, sorry, at the 20MA, but I'm pretty sure it will push through it after maybe a slight pullback of the next month. So let's go to the 5-minute view, and we're going to squeeze it in, and you see how it has been on a steady uptrend. If I go to the 4-hour chart and then I move it over, you see that we had a big run from way down here, ran, and then got in a nice channel. Draw your trend lines there, and you could have played that up and down after the confirmation. Then we had a pullback way down here, and it seems to have formed a double bottom at this point. It might have pulled back to the 61.8% on the fib retracement, and then it shot back up, formed a double top, but it might have been at resistance, and so it pulled back a little bit, and then it shot through. Then it's pulled back a little bit, but if you look, we're forming another nice channel trend. Here it has pushed up to new highs, and we are going to expand this and look closer. So it has pushed up, and these are 4-hour candles. So will it push higher to the top of the channel trend, or will it do a breakdown? We can go to the 5-minute chart and then decide what we're going to do by looking at this. We see it had a peak here and a more recent low here. So what we can do is say, okay, we're going to do a buy stop order because we're not sure which way it's going to go. So I'm going to look at my, bring my line up here, my crossbar, and see that that is about 1.31585. So I can say, okay, well, if it breaks above that point, then buy a order of X amount. Or if it comes down here and breaks below this low point, then I want to sell. So first, let's put in our buy stop order, 1.31585. So we're going to go to our order screen by clicking on that right there. I'm going to click right here where it says market execution and do a buy stop. Then right here I'm going to change my numbers. I can type it in, 585. And then I can place a stop loss at whatever point I want. I can do 30 pips below or 100. I'm just going to set it at 485 just for the sake of argument and time. You can put a take profit in this box to go to 685 if you like. You will look at your chart and determine where it's going to go, and I'm going to say a 20 lot. And then I place my order. So we go back and look at my chart. We see the buy stop is right here above that, and my breakdown point stop loss is right here. Similarly, I'm going to set a sell stop for down here. Say that if it falls below 1.31235 is where I'm going to do it. 31235. So go to your order screen, do a sell stop, and 1.1235, do a stop loss which is higher, 335, and a take profit at wherever you like. We're going to say 135. So let's just do that, and we'll place our order. Then we'll go back and look at it, and you see here is your sell stop, here is your stop loss for your sell stop, and if we close the screen in, we should see our take profit line right here. Okay, so for that order, so it will fill here, it will take profit there, and we can adjust it to where we think it will go based on a trend. Now that is a buy stop and sell stop order. If you want to place limit orders, I'm going to go in here and delete these by holding down. And you can always modify if you like. If I want a limit order, that means that I am looking for it to pull back to a trend. So if I click on this and draw in some trend lines, I'm going to draw in a trend line right there. Okay, and I say, hey, if it comes back to this point right here, then buy me X amount, so 1.391, 31,391. So go to your order screen, say sell, buy limit, and 1.31391. You can see currently where it's at right here, and you are wanting to pick it up if it falls to that point. Put a stop loss below that at say 291 and a take profit of 491. Just examples. You place your order. So what does that mean? That means that if the pair pulls back to this point, then you want to buy in because you believe it's going to go up. But you're not going to buy it here at the market execution. You're going to try to get it at a discount. So when it falls here, you'll pick it up at that yellow line. Your stop loss is right here, and then your take profit is at this point. So you're just trying to capture some pips, small amount, or you can put your take profit right up there if you like. Now, if you want to do a sell limit order, that means you think it's going to rise a little bit, and then it will ultimately fall. Well, we are going to say, okay, at the top of the trend, let's draw a trend line here. Click on that, your circle, square, triangle, plus add a trend line, and then I'm just going to draw a trend line like that. I'm going to say if it goes up to this point, then give me a sell order, 1.31586. So I go to this sell limit, 1.31586. Then I'm going to put a stop loss above that at 686. Take profit at 486. Place my order, and you see expiration right here. This can be good till cancel, or you can specify for an hour or 5 hours or 3 days to leave it open. Good till cancel is whenever you cancel it. That is when it goes away. So it'll stay on your books until you close it. Place that order. Then I'm going to look here at my chart, and you see here is your sell limit order. So if the pair rises to this point, it will enter a sell order, and you will be in profit as it comes down. Your stop loss will be above it, which I'll show you in a second, and your take profit is right here at this line. So let's squeeze it in. There it is. So there is your your stop loss for your sell limit. Here's your stop loss for your buy limit, and your take profits are right there for both of them in the middle. That is how you do a buy limit, sell limit order based on a trend that is developing, and a buy stop, sell stop based on sideways trading, and you don't know which way it's going to go, but you're anticipating a breakout. So you want to get in on the run, but you don't want to get in too early in case something bad happens. A stop order is a good way to play news as well, because generally it will spike hard and then it will retrace after a little bit. So with a stop order, it will fill you as it's taking off in that direction, and then at a certain point you can close it, wait for it to settle down, and then enter a reverse order for it to go back the other way, a retracement,